Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. I've done some upgrades. I've gone on quite a bit. We're on 1905 now. Let's go forward a few years. Mainly because I've been messing around with with the goods networks and stuff. I'll go and show you in a minute. I've added a brick wall along here just to disguise up the hideousness of the overhang from some of these buildings. I think that looks quite alright. Much better than it did anyway. I've got 8 carriages on these now. I tried a few different sort of combinations, and with 8 carriages they can get up and down the hills quite easily without losing too much speed. They do lose a little bit on the way up, but only a couple of miles an hour. Right, so we've got new passenger trains on. These are queuing a bit because of the goods trains that were coming out. Had them all held up, so they will space themselves out eventually. Yeah. So the goods trains are a lot bigger. Got some new GWRs on with a lot more powerful, so stuck loads more coaches on there. That one's got 20 on it. It does slow it down a bit, but it doesn't really matter because it's keeping the goods moving. These ones, I figured out that I could carry 12 without losing too much, without losing hardly any speed at all. Just a little bit here, but the rest of it goes quite well. But as you can see from these, they're absolutely stacked with goods waiting to go because the production levels are so high. Yes. I went and put the forest in here instead of the bloody sawmill because I had a sawmill there and a sawmill here. Dope. I watched the video back and I realised as soon as I stopped recording, actually, I switched it off and I was like, oh, I bet I've put a sawmill in there by mistake. When I went and checked, yeah, I actually had. What I want to do with these, I'll upgrade these. I'm going to go with a double header. I can put one on facing backwards. I do have one facing backwards, but I don't really like it. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get one of them on. I'm just going to double header it. Move into the front. And I'll add another 12 on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to set these as well, so these are iron. Otherwise we get mixed goods coming on the platforms, and then you end up with one type of good being delivered and not the other. Right, so let's do that one. Stone 9 just in time. That one. I've added a load more mods as well. I've actually got 186 mods. The game takes ages to load. I'm going to go and take some out though, some of them I don't really want or need. But I've got some fun ones to show you in a minute. There's one in particular I really like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set you lot to stone. I did put another train on each of these. I had 4 trains running, but they were queuing. They weren't continually moving, so I want to keep on moving. So I've knocked them back down to 3 again. So we want. So we've done. What were you? You were iron and stone. So we're at coal line. I've got some older trains in here as well. I just wanted to have a look at them. Let's have a look. These pictures are offset, so it makes it a little bit awkward. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think the coal one needs to be dedicated because it's got wood on the other platform, but just in case, just to make sure it doesn't pick anything else up, take it back the other way around. I was doing something weird on one of the other lines. I'll show you in a minute. I'll explain to you. No, not the wood line. Let's get in. I don't know what trains we're going to have on here later. Because most of the narrow gauge they're all passenger trains. Look a bit daft having a passenger wagon at the front of all your goods, so I might just end up leaving these on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, we don't really need to set these to logs, but I'm doing it anyway, just in case. We just got another train. But I don't think that's as powerful as the one that I've got on. Right, so they're all upgraded. Let's go have a look at them in a minute. Right, so we've got the 280 on there. Which is this one. So it'll do 60. It's got absolutely loads of power, good tractive effort. So they're really good, and it's a good heavy freight train. That's the one that's just come in. That's an 80-mile-an-hour passenger service, a star class. But we're running them on. I think we're running them. They're an 80, but they're not as powerful. Let's have a look at the main line. I'll come back and have a look at these in a second. So you're running the 4403700. So let's swap that out. 460 was on that one. More expensive, but it's faster. And we've got the top lights on as well. We've got 4 and a brake coach. 22 million quid for them. We've got to do the other passenger line as well. I'd taken 2 of the trains off the Valley Transfer, knocked it down to 2 trains because just we weren't carrying anywhere near enough people. And these are overkill for it as well, but it should make it a bit better. Right, let's go and have a look at these now. I've got my oil carriages on the black ones. Should have not upgraded them. So I've got these instead of these now. The British tank wagons will carry 7 instead of 5. And we'll do 60 mile an hour as opposed to 50 on that. So we'll keep all the trains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In fact, I'm not even counting on this one. I'm looking at the length because a 320 metre platform is just over 1,000 feet, so 1,055. So it's about 1,066, I think. So I think that gives me 42. Yeah, 42 carriages, which will give me. Oh, you're not upgraded. Did I press replace now or not? Yes. No. I have an upgrade in a second. Just fast forward it a little bit. So he's carrying 225. Full onto the station. There's plenty waiting. Should soon start to clear that out. See what he upgrades to. 294. Right, that's better. It's got nice shiny black tanks on there now. Some good long, good long oil train that. Right, so this should ramp up the goods production. I love these long trains. Like I say, you can have the one reversing, so I could have just done the sort of out and back. You know, I had it switching around in the station, but I don't like that. Even one on the front, one on the back, it still sort of flips. Yeah, I just prefer them having. Right, so we should be packing loads on here now. This was absolutely ramped up earlier. There was like 700-800 on each of these, the coal and the iron. There was no wood coming in. There was obviously because I hadn't put the wood yard in. The wood yard, the forestry. You should be able to. Oh, you are doing. Gotta keep an eye on them for queuing. He's queuing there. He's waiting. Let's get another signal in here. I thought I'd put signals on these. Let's get signals right up to the platform. That'll keep the trains moving. Right, so they should start to bring a lot more now. Get a few more carriages on there, but it'll slow it down more. That's the problem. How many are you carrying now? 48? It's not a lot for such a big train, is it? Want to get something electric on there and more powerful. Be able to fill it up though. Oh, he's coming through here now. Look at this. Right, so mods. I've got loads of new mods. Some I want to turn off. It's not very good. Some buildings and stuff that are not. These grey ones, the buildings are not finished. I've got all sorts in here now. But look, I've got a motorbike. And even a little one. You know we're getting a dirt track somewhere. Definitely. And we've got mountain bikes as well as a bike rack. But mountain bike. a racer, an old-fashioned bike. Oh, definitely going to do something with them. Have some fun with them. Got some wind turbines. I'll have them, not just yet though, we're only in 1906. The supermarket and everything. DHL depot thing. So I had a DHL logo on. Yeah, it's all a lot of very modern stuff, but some of it I'm definitely going to use. So we've got the cars as assets, so I'm going to start doing some parking lots and things. I'm thinking I might do like a classic car showroom or something, like a car museum. I might do a train museum as well. Have a bit of fun with them. We've got a digger. I think that's out of Train Fever in it. You're supposed to have 2 others on here as well, but there's no way to change it, I don't think. There's another windmill as well somewhere. Some more buildings and things in here. Got fire engines. We'll do something with them. That's a gate. Oh, got some horses. But they're American police, soldier, missionary, and the Indians. A little camp. Might have to have a little American reenactment somewhere, somewhere out in the country. I've got a British signal box in here. I've got a couple of signal boxes as well. There's all bits and pieces for me to use. I've been having a look around the various mods. These are sort of pieces to go along the edges of your tracks. So if you put a bit of ballast in, you can link these up onto them. I haven't had a good play with these yet. I've had a look through them. There's all sorts in there. That's that sound insulation. Just give me a wall along the edge of the track, and it clicks to the track, so it's nice and easy. There's something up here. Yeah, some more bits that I can alter. These are good. They give you a slope on the side of the track, so if you've got the tracks are raised up anywhere. Where's there anywhere where I'm raised? Up here. You've got different options. I quite like the stone one. So you can have that running alongside your track. Just makes the edges look a lot neater. There's a bit of a footpath and things. Different ones, got ladders on and stuff. I'm not going to use them just yet. There's a few bits in there that I want to use. I've got some ideas for them. I've got some things I want to play around with. What I wanted to play around with today, I wanted to show you something weird with Seaton. The town's split into 3 areas. We've got all the residential down here, all the commercials up here, and all the industries moved over here. And I haven't deleted all of this, the AI's deleted it itself, it's just moved out towards these areas. That was quite weird. I've not seen it really do that before, I don't think. There's something I want to do in here. I'm going to pause the game because I start deleting all this lot. The AI's going to want to try and rebuild it. Do you mind you? Right, so we're going to get the football stadium in here. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't delete all the shit. There's something I want to put in. I'll show you. Oh, don't delete that one either. They're right. So I need good stops. So let's bulldoze that one. Bulldoze that one. Stick it in on the other side of the road. hopefully that should have picked that back up. Yeah. Right. Stay that road. I'll sort that out. Oops. Need to delete all them. Never mind. Make it without a massive hill, please. Oh. A bit of it. I don't really want these lumps. Yeah, it's going to build a road in there. I know it is. It's going to create a massive lump. That's a bit better. Oh, well, you've done something really funky there. Right, that's better. Right. Oh yeah, I've got the medium tracks on as well, because the standard tracks are limited to 75 kilometres, so it's about sort of 50 mile an hour ish. So these trains do 80, so I put the medium tracks on, which do 124 or 200 kilometres. But for this, I just need some standard track. Now, what I've thought here is just putting a single track. I don't know whether to do a single track or a double track around the football stadium. So I'm going to have to squeeze it somewhere where I can get in and out. Oh, it's going. I'm going to put 3 little stations in here, which hopefully I should be in reach of. Yeah, they're not very curvy. I'm set them to maximum. Now I'm going to go and mess this linking road up again. I don't know if I'm going to get out of there. Oh, yeah, I can. Just keep it on the flat. Probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'll show you in a minute. All these blockers that are in here. Gotta find them all first. Right, I think that's them. Just thinking I might just do 2 stations on here actually. I'm not so keen on that bit either. Let's just have 2 going around. I'll curve it that way on this one. Yeah, and he reaches out of the station, so that's good. I think I'm going to get the trains onto here as well. Get him out of it. Yes, the smallest train track going. You'll see why in a minute. What I'm trying to do now is try and see if I can figure out somewhere to put that wobbly track there. That's hideous. Still doing the same thing. I think if we can get a depot down here somewhere. On the flat. Run this back onto here. Okay, so try and figure out is if I can get one of these onto that. Not like that. It's not going to let me do that. It's too tight. Let's see if I can get him. It's about there. Let's see if we've got a little depot in here now. This one. Okay, let's take a bit back of it. Right about there. There we go. Can we get a bit of track off here? Oh, yes. Right, so we can get rid of that. Get rid of that bit. Oh, what have you done there? Right, so just in case we want to send them back to the depot for any reason, a little bit of that in there. Can we double slip switch that? No, of course not. It's going to make an awful bump. It's going to be bumpy as anything, that. Don't really matter for this, we're not going to be riding this around. Right, so the football stadium's going in the middle there. I just want to get this up and running. Get some signals on. I'm going to put a couple of trains on, but where should we put the signals? Put one there, one there. We'll put one in front of the station here. Put one about there. Right. Oh, we need to set the routes up. Oh, let's call it Stadium Train, Stadium something, Stadium, Stadium. Oh no, let's call it. I don't know what to call it. Mini train. Mini train. Clockwise. You'll see why now. In here we have hand cars. These ones are available from 1850. They only do 19 miles an hour and they're very slow. That one's actually got a dog on the front of it. And that's the reason I got the mod, was because it's got a dog in it. Where was that dog? Yeah, there somewhere. Because I had the kennel already, but I didn't have a dog. Oh, I'm not sure where it is now. Where was it? I want to show you that dog. These little cars are nice as well. Look at that. Well, that's what just get rid of that. They can go in the car museum, definitely. I've got a set of assets. I think it's under a name. Might even be on the train ones. So what comes of these? Could be under one of these. No. No, it's not under one of them. Not under them either. No, I can't remember where it is. It's got there's a Doberman. I couldn't think of the name of it then. There's a Doberman as an asset. Excellent. Some really good little assets on it. Right, so we don't want them ones anyway because they're a bit too slow. That one's got the passenger. You can carry goods on these as well. But there's a diesel one for 1900. Let's get one of them. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 4. Let's try. Oh, we'll do 5. So we're set. One on mini train. One on mini train clockwise. One on mini train. One on mini train clockwise. Here we go. The horn on it is ridiculous. A little open carriage, a little diesel engine on the front. That sounds like a big train. Yeah, so I'm going to have these trundling around the outside of the park with a football stadium in the middle. They're just mad little things. They're ace though. They don't go very quick. These would be good to have around the mines. Actually, there is goods carriages and stuff. Carry different types of goods. So there's no universal one, though, but so with any luck, they should start to get some passengers. That's why their football stadium in. Oh, hang on. There it is. Right, so in there you've got some cattle in pens. This is good. You can raise them off the ground as well. You've got cattle on their own. There's a dog. I wanted a dog for ages. Oh, well, I've got 2 dogs, but I mean I wanted one in the game. We used to have some dogs when I was younger as well. Lovely dogs. There's a wheelbarrow with some spades next to it. Wooden bucket, which is a barrel. And there's another barrel there, called a bucket. And a guy in a rather hideous green top with a high vis on and a big axe over his shoulder. That's what I got it for, more than anything is a dog. A guard dog these days. Excuse me. I thought I had another building in there. Of course, it's rather bright, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'm using that one. Is that over? There's another windmill as well somewhere. Yeah. Some of these is like you can create. You've got town buildings, but you can take them up to make them high-story buildings and build cities up with them. These are excellent. I'm definitely going to be using some of these. Maybe not this time, but next time I'll do some town centre buildings around them. Some of them they don't look like finished. They're just weird sort of shapes. Definitely won't be using them. You'll have to excuse me, my throat's terrible today. Again, you can create high rises and there's all different types. You can do some blocks of flats in areas and stuff. Right there. I've got the power station mod as well. So I think we're going to have a big power station over here a bit later on. I almost forgot what I was looking for then. Football stadium. There it is. Maybe have it up a bit this way. Or do we have it down here? I think I want to be able to see it from the train. Yeah, we'll do the football stadium over here, and then I'll put some other bits in. We'll have a running track up here and have some paths going around, like a little bridge off over there. I'll let the AI do a bit of build up. Back up around the outsides of it. Let's put that road. It's a ridiculous place. I don't need to stick any blockers in here because at the moment, well, once I put the footpaths in, I will have to do, because otherwise the AI will try and upgrade the footpaths. Oh, there we go, we've got 2 people on board, 3. It's just daft. Love it, nice though. It's like somebody stole the cover off one of the Navigator trains. Look at that, he's put that rope back in there again. Don't build in there, I don't want you building in there. Like a few blockers in around there. Don't build on me. No, I'll let them build on that bit there, but I don't want any crazy roads in. Should probably leave this because I need to get some footpaths in. Yeah, I'll do the. I'll put the blockers in later. Right, so I need to put some paths in, make a little running track and a couple of smaller pitches like training grounds. I need to have some paths coming in from the outside as well, and then go and fill it with a load of trees and stuff, make it to like a park area. These little things. And that's in reach of the main station, so and that one's in reach of that station. Not quite the docks, but it would have been handy to have a. It would have been more flexible if it had bent around a lot more. Would have been able to get one in that corner. It would have reached the docks then. I did try these on the narrow gauges, but they're obviously set for full-size tracks because the wheels were hanging over the edge. We've got people using it already. And I'll put the second street connections on these and connect them up to the footpaths as well. There's a little shed there. Do something with that, decorate it up. I'll probably have to go and remove all the blockers that I've just put in. Right, so we've got new trains on the go. All of this is working now that I've put the right thing in there. What are you carrying? You're carrying stone. He's not producing any wood. That's probably because of all of this backed up again. This happened earlier when it all backed up. Also, what it was doing as well, it was picking up goods from this side of the platform and taking them up here, and then coming to here it was already full, so it wasn't picking any food up, so I've had to set that as drop off only on that side. Right, so you should be picking up now. Taking all coal by the looks of it. How many can you carry? 220. So it seems to be when one of these platforms gets full, everything seems to stop then. Well, the wood in particular, I don't know why this always stops producing first. Because I've got a big demand for wood. Got all this ready to go back as well. I think I might actually put some trucks in here, you know. I don't know about that yet. Need to get more goods. We can't get any more trains on there. These are probably bringing in too much now, that's what the problem is. Yeah, this should sort itself out sooner or later. Let's just fast forward it a little bit. I just wanna watch this for a minute. Just wanna see what happens. Right, so which one's my wood train? Is that the wood train? No, it's the coal train. That's the wood train. No, it's not. That's the wood train. I see wood. Yeah, that's starting to pick up now. There we go. I think there was just too much iron on there. I don't know whether these stations have a limit or not. I mean, I just got one of them. I don't know whether these stations have a capacity limit. I didn't think so. I'm pretty sure I've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of goods on them before. Oh, 60% coverage for every commercial good in a town. That's got to be Seaton. No? Lambury? No? Only 17%. Well then. Okay. It's definitely not one of these two. So we are getting a lot of goods shifted. The percentage is definitely going up. I've only got 763 in Seaton. There's not that many people about. I'm producing stuff and giving them passenger service faster than the AI can actually grow. That's alright though. I think so. Get quite far into the game. I was having problems when I was getting to around the 2000 on a couple of the towns last time, so if we're on alright to then, we'll probably get another 100 years out of it. Right, no, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But no houses built in that park yet either. So I did think about taking this road out and making it into one big park, but I thought I'd leave that road in just for people getting across. And it's weird how this town's split into three like this. I never see it usually move away from the stations. And I've got to put a little truck stop in here. I sorted the trucks out in the other towns as well. I went and did that. Oh, and I joined the road up down here. So I can now get all the way back and forward, some bridges going across. I've got cars on the road now. The trucks. Nobody down here got a car? Won't like it. I've seen some cars driving around. There's one. Cute little car there. Excuse me, there's not many yet, but there will be in another few years. They don't normally start till 1910, I'm pretty sure of it. But I've got a mod in that sort of extends the periods that they're available, so they overlap a lot more. So you get more variety of cars on the roads. Does mean you will get older, slower cars holding up the traffic a bit in some places, but that's it. My little friend, I love this. Look at all these people on this now. It's nice. I'd go and have a ride on it. I'd have a ride around the park on the little open train. That's bonkers. I just spotted it. It was dead. Like I said, I got it for the dog. So when I actually had a look at it, I was like, oh, I've got to use that. Oh, do you know what else I've got as well? Let's see if I can find it. But I'm not going to be able to find it now. What if it was one of these? What's all this stuff? Oh, that's the car dealership. Yeah, it's not that one. Endurance. great big stadium there. A bit too modern for what we want though. So like a town hall, but it's not been finished. Textures on part of it, but not on all of it, which is a shame because that would look pretty good with all them textures on if it had been done properly. Industrial building. Yeah, I don't know where it is now. I seem to have lost that other windmill as well. I've got that much stuff in it though. Not having one of these. No. I don't know where it's gone. It's in there somewhere. I'll find it again. I'll do so on the next episode. Right, I'm going to finish off this off camera. Just need a bit of decorating. And then I'll go and get on with the. I want to get this golf course in here. And then I'll start decorating this area. I've got quite a lot to do. And I've got some big industrial buildings that we can start putting over this side and make it to a big industrial park over here. Try and get both sides of the passenger track decorated up so it goes right through the middle of it. What did I see costs then? Right, so has this sorted itself out? There's still a lot of waiting by the looks of it. Holy moly. There's plenty of logs waiting, even if that does stop producing. $48 for all those carriages, that's ridiculous. I might have to go and have a look at what the slightly bigger one looks like. I'm hoping there's an upgrade for these, but we'll have to see. Might have to alter it to normal sized tracks and put some little shunters on there. Which I'm rebuilding the stations, which might be a bit of a pain, but yeah, I think if there's nothing upgraded with these, actually, mind you, I don't need to worry about this supply because there's more than enough supply coming in. There we go, there's lots getting dropped off there. So yeah, all the goods network's up and running. How many have we got waiting on here? So got quite a lot waiting on there. I think I'll stick another boat on that. I've separated the lines up as well and put the fuel on a separate line. Just because when I upgraded them, they upgraded the fuel ship as well. I'll stick another boat on there. It looked like he was listing then. I like these tugs. All for little river boats. Oh, well, got some goods waiting to go up there. Yeah, these trains are not going to be making money at the moment. I'm probably losing money hand over fist. I haven't even checked for a while. Well, I made some profit last year. I was without the port barrels. I've got 106 million income, costing us nearly 100 million to run. So we're slightly in profit. Right, yeah. I need to go blow my nose. So we've got these little trains on, we've got some upgrades done. There you go, plenty of cars down here. yeah, and I'll get the park finished off later. Right, so thanks very much again for watching. I shall see you very soon. Good night.